friend, nice to see you again. In this video I'll be having for you some yummy Subway. I have me two Subways here. One is I can't remember. I think it's barbecue chicken and roasted chicken in one. And this one is just meatball. I also have me a French vanilla coffee. Nice, which I was longing to have a sip of. As well as some cookies. It's macadamia brittle cookies, I guess. I'm so excited to start this video, but before I begin, let me just get right into my shout out. The first shout out goes to Kyle T. Shout out to Kyle from the UK. Thank you for being the first commenter in my last video. I really appreciate you being here and turning on your post notifications. The next shout out goes to Eric Jen. Shout out to Eric. Eric, thank you for being here. Thank you for turning on your notifications and being the second person. The third shout out goes to Ahmed San. Thank you, Ahmed, for being here and turning on your notifications. You are actually the fifth, but the other two shout outs were people that I shout out previously, so I'm not going to. That's an honorable mention to WC and Geo. I'm not going to really include those, but you know, those are the MVPs, so the next shout out goes to Evan Ears. Evan Ears, shout out to you, thank you for being here. And then the last shout out goes to Guy. Thank you for being here, Guy, and looking at my videos. It's really appreciated. I love all of you guys, and I'm really appreciated that all of you tune in every week. Or whenever I post. Sorry about the neighbor's pig in the background, guys. She's right downstairs, like right out my window. Like there's a pig, literally. Could you imagine living next to a pig? Anyway, I'm excited to dive right in. So if you guys would like a shout out to my next video, make sure you turn on your post notifications so that you can become one of the top 5 or the first 5 commenters in my next video or this video, and you will be qualified to get a shout out in the next. Also, if you're not interested in hearing me whisper, make sure you check the link in the description where you can look at my second channel where these videos are edited without any whispering at all, no whispering, so you can just hear my lovely eating sounds. Yay! So without further ado, let's just dive right into the video. I love these biscuits. I went out to watch Eternals last night, a movie town, with my old roommate. Like, you know, for those of you who are OGs, you guys would know about my roommate from, like, when I first began. This is roast chicken as well as barbecue chicken. I didn't put too much veggies because I feel like sometimes the Subway kind of tastes like a salad because it has too much like lettuce and stuff. So I omitted the lettuce. I love it. Eternals just didn't sit right with me. I felt like it was too scientific, too much sci-fi. It didn't have that element of realism that, you know, like with other superhero type movies where you could kind of feel like, you know, in some imaginary world it's actually possible. Eternals just felt like it wasn't possible at all. It was just like, really? No, I didn't like how they were created from this kind of crazy black god thing that wasn't really, that actually had an identity. It had an identity, and it was anyway, no spoilers, but I just didn't really, it didn't. And then on top of that, the Eternals, their superpowers were just like not original. One of the Eternals just kind of acted like Superman. I'm like, are you Superman? What are you? So, and then the other one, there was a girl, she acted like Flash, and she was literally doing this thing that Flash do, and I'm like, I was like, clearly you guys were just looking for a way to make some extra money. But I felt like the story was fine. It's just those things that didn't sit well with me. But I enjoyed the story, and the acting wasn't bad either. Angelina Jolie, she was obviously good as always. I don't know if Eternals is actually performing well. I didn't check to see, but it was kind of evident that whoever created it assumed that it would do exceptionally well. And they basically planned it, or ended it, in such a way that part 2 is inevitable. So if they don't give you a part 2, it's almost like they rob you of the movie, because they didn't even really end the movie. Well, they did end it, but it was just like, okay, clearly there's a part 2 because of the ending was like the action literally started in the end. What the fuck? Nevertheless, I enjoyed it. The action was on point, the fighting scenes and stuff was really nice, so we're gonna try the meatball. I was so disappointed because the Subway that I went to this morning, they only had honey, whole wheat bread. This is good. I recently saw in the news. This is my brunch, by the way. I recently saw in the news that there was a Subway that gave tuna, but it wasn't tuna. It was like everything but tuna in their tuna subs. And some random person came and did an experiment on it and found that it was not tuna. I found that really weird. I'm not much of a tuna Subway buyer because I feel like it's so easy to make a tuna salad or tuna Subway basically. The tuna is just made of tuna and mayo, right? So there's some ASMR artists. I see someone here with so much food and they managed to finish them. I really don't know how they do it. I'm already full by I could really push myself to the point where I'm very uncomfortable. But do I really want to be uncomfortable? I'm full. I'm definitely gonna have the cookies though. I'm just gonna eat some of the veggies that fell out of the tub. The pineapples. They really tend to give you your money's worth for the extra pineapple on ice cream. Shout out to God for making pineapples. It's such a beautiful fruit. candy, right? Who needs candy when you could just eat pineapples? So these are the macadamia nuts. Macadamia, I don't know, is it nuts? These are really good. I really like these. The texture and everything. Very soft, moist. Very nice. It's all done, by the way. That was really good too. French vanilla. Love. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't know how some ASMR artists or even mukbangers eat. So much food. Where does it go? Where really does it go? Especially like there's some of them that eat so much. Some of us, I can't say them because, you know, I'm not like discriminating or anything. I'm not like hating. But I'm curious, like, where the hell does all ever go? Like I'm eating Subway. The bread alone. By tomorrow, I've probably gained like 2 or 3 pounds from this Subway alone. It's the bread. It's usually the carbs. The carbs is just like my enemy. Now imagine doing that on a consistent basis. 2 or 3 pounds like every day. It gets really bad really quick, so it's just confusing to me. It's not confusing, it just was unfair. Life is so unfair. But hey, we have bigger problems in the world, right? Like that new COVID variant, what the fuck? I'm really beginning to think it's conspiracy. This is full conspiracy, but I'm really beginning to think whoever the fuck created COVID, if it was a human, they had really bad intentions and very specific intentions as well. I don't really think COVID just came out of nowhere, you know. But hey, nothing I say here is fact. No facts here. No facts here. The fact is that COVID exists and we just need to vaccinate to operate, you know. But yes, I'm fully vaccinated. And I had COVID. I was one of the first people in my country to get vaccinated, period, because, well, it wasn't willing, but part of my job, so. However, I understand and I empathize with people who choose not to or And for those of you who choose not to get vaccinated because of the fear of the unknown, fully get it, fully understand, and fully empathize. So, because let me just say this: if perhaps God forbid the vaccine does have some extremely deadly long-term side effects, what are we going to do? What at that point it's just like I can't really say anything because hey, but as we call it, casualties of war. Some may live, some may die. This is technically a war. We're fighting for peace. Except it's not with humans. It's with bacteria and viruses and so as with every war, innocent people die. And that's just what's happening. Which is sad. I will just say that I'm glad that COVID hasn't been too much negatively impactful in my household, personal, and my family. However, I have lost maybe like a distant friend to COVID. Let me not say that because I don't really have much friends, but a distant person that I know, you know. It's just one person that I know, so rest in peace to Auntie Sherry. She was not my aunt, but we call everybody in Trinidad, by the way. This is a funny thing about us. I don't know if this happens everywhere in the world, but in like communities and stuff, we call everyone auntie or uncle. Like even like our neighbors, we like auntie. For adults, we don't say miss or madam. We say auntie, whatever. So if it's Anne, auntie Anne, how you going? Auntie this, auntie that, or uncle, Uncle Cully or uncle. So Auntie Sherry is the person who died. So she was like my distant neighbor. Rest in peace to her. She was my neighbor growing up. She was actually anyway, let me not go into that, but she was a distant neighbor. Guys, I have to wrap up this video. I'm so full. I wish I could have finished the last two, but I don't want to kill myself on camera or off camera. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can hear some drilling and some loud noises in the background, whatever. But after this, I'm just gonna do the intro again because I didn't do it correctly initially. So, well, a part of the intro. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.